Alright, so in this one we're going to talk about how to kill Cryo and Rogue as Swordmaster. Um, First we're going to do the Cryo. Now, I'm doing Rogue also because it's just so easy to fight Rogue already. But I've been seeing just a ridiculous amount of Rogues, nothing but Rogues. Now this Cryomancer, I actually just killed a rogue before going through the little secret tunnel. And I always go to this spot under the outside of the secret tunnel looking over the rooftops to try to see if I can find someone. And I found a cryo finally. Now, I was looking for an opportunity to sneak up on him, but he saw me. And so I tried to just go back and make sure that he thought I was, gonna go do something else. Now, the cryo here is not fightable at all. You have to make sure that with the cryo, you're picking the very best fight you can. Because you need him to die, and you need to try to have as much health as you can. And fighting on these rooftops is very bad, usually, unless you can, finish the fight quickly. Now, I see him, he doesn't see me. I see him start shooting something over there. And so I try to, take my chance to try to get close as I can. Now, this is one of the huge things with Swordmaster is you need to be using this stealth sort of offensively. Now, I'm able to sit right here, and you're going to see he's not going to see me here. But I get to look exactly when the right time is for me to go in, because I can just hide in front of his face. He's doing great just looking around as much as he can. Now I don't want to just run up on him. I want it to be the worst, possible situation I can find. And this is what I decided to go with. Not extremely ideal. I hoped for him to be not up there already. But he chooses to play real defensive here, which is best, because he didn't have running room on this cliff. Now, he is low, because I'm running Force of Trinity, so I get an extra 100 damage, so I just hit him for... I can't remember if my Thunder Flask hit. I just hit him for almost 600 damage. Now, I really could have jumped down there and maybe it would have worked, but it's just not... It's not a good fight still. Because if there's anyone watching this fight, like a rogue with how many rogues there are, and I just get bowed, or I'm trying to chase him and he uses the Curse of Frost, and the werewolf is on him, I mean, it's just... It could go wrong so easily. Because he would just have to, put the Frost Curse on me, and even if I get up close to him, I still have this werewolf trying to hit him also, and it's just going to hit me. It's just not a good fight. And the direction he's going, he can't really go anywhere anyway. And now, if he chooses to go somewhere, I have the priority. So even though he's running away with, half health, it's still a really good situation for Swordmaster here. So he now can't really go anywhere. That's really strong for him. And before this, I tried to go cut him off, but he was smart enough to know that I might do something like that. So he chooses to stay down there, which is great for him. I can't just run up on him. Swordmaster can't just run right up in a straight line to Cryo. So him fighting here is... Fighting in that area is just really easy for Cryo. Now I'm just being as patient as I can. And I see that the circle is going to be pulling him out of there. Being able to use your stealth like this it's so important. To be able to hide in just plain sight like this is really, really good. You want to make sure you're using that as often as you can. The main thing you want to do with Cryo is just You need to be in his face. When the fight starts, you need to be on top of him already. You cannot start the fight even 10 feet away. You have to be in smacking range. Now he does a really good thing here. He could pull up towards the circle. That's a terrible fight for him though. So he's going to try to, you know, take the back way. And I know he's going to do that. Now this is exactly what we want here. Jumping off, very good for me. He gets to aggro everything first. When the cryo has the sword out, always try to sidestep those. But yeah, I'm already in his face, so he can't really turn it. Once you're in the guy's face, and this is the same with pyro, you have to play around his knockback. But as soon as you're in their face, all they're allowed to do is find a way to get out of you. They can't sit there and eat your damage. Let's watch this one more time. Now right here when he jumps off, I could get 4 Q charges off probably, but I have a guaranteed charged attack instead. You want to be saving your Qs for when you can't reach them, especially if they're this low, because it forces them to block. They don't want to eat the damage. They have to block. And if they're blocking, they're not hitting you. Couple things to remember. Don't just ego chase someone. You see your kill running off and you want the kill real bad. It's real easy for the crowd to take you into a spot where he can punish you. And if I follow him down there, who's the leader, you know? He's the leader. What does the leader do? The leader takes me where he wants to go. But we want to go where I want to go. So stay under control. You know, pay attention to your state of mind. Don't just do things, you know, because you're scared or anything like that. You get punished really hard for messing up against the cryo. So you do not want to mess up. For your E, make sure you're using it when you're like coming down on him, or if you're right up in his face, it's okay to use it. But make sure you're holding your charged attack right after you do it, so you can close the gap that he can get from you being stuck in the animation of your E. And then yeah, save your Qs for when you're not at melee range. You need to stay in melee range as much as possible. He's wearing cloth armor. They're all squishy. The cryo's squishy. You just got to take the correct fight is all. So yeah, I hope that helped for the cryo. I'm gonna try to get one maybe today or tomorrow morning for the rogue. The rogue is just it's easy to fight the rogue. Just a few things you need to make sure you know are aware of. But I'm trying to go into these matches and find different classes to fight. It's just hard to find anything but rogue right now. I've been in lobbies when there's like 7 and 8 rogues. Like the rogues are just everywhere. And then this morning, if you want free games, play it real early in the morning. There's nobody on I think West Coast servers I was on. Let me check. There's been nobody on. I played two or three matches this morning with not a single person in the lobby. And I just filled up my inventory. Yeah, East servers in the morning, not many people. So yeah, if you want free lobbies, do that. There's so many rogues though. I'm gonna do a rogue one as soon as I can. But you know, Clotho's trial comes out tomorrow, I think, actually. I thought it was supposed to come out way sooner. I don't know what the deal is. But yeah, I hope that helped for Cryo Mage. Let me know if you have any questions about it. I'll try to respond as soon as I can. But yeah, just remember, it's real easy to get hard punished for doing something wrong. So yeah, make sure you close that distance, and you'll be alright really fighting them. They're squishy, you can kill them quick. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. See you guys soon. Thanks for watching it. See you later.